Okay. So for those of you watching this on YouTube or BitChute later, I gave it a quick look, and I need to advance the main story before I get access to the sewer. So we're going to forge ahead. We're not going to sleep yet. We are going to steal some of your medical supplies. Ooh, codeine.
Are you just out of your mind?
I remember being on codeine once. That is some good shit.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No.
Like me?
But I just
What
need to
exactly
look
is
at your
like
fancy
me?
clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Mm-hmm. Sure you have.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Yeah, that's why I had it for too, doggo. Having some teeth out.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Lazy, huh?
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
Or I could just ask you the question and get an answer without having to wait a few weeks.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Ugh, you're so polite, I can't stand it.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reid.
Do you not see the blood splattered all over me from all the things I had to kill on the way here?
Do you need medical help, Miss Paxton?
No, thank you.
Now.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
There are a lot of employers out there who won't tolerate people who won't do unsafe work. Bullshit.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Ah, new investigation. That was this, right?
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Alright, new investigation. Oh, those pre-win motherfuckers. Nose around for some loot before we leave, though. But none. Okay. Oh, there's something.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned.
See, they're just teasing us now. We're right back in the area where the guy in the sewer was.
Fuck! He's dead! Yeah!
I thought he was going to survive that, but nope, I guess not. Get in here.
Giselle's
There it is.
stolen money. Priwen has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Everything about Priwen is unethical. From what I've seen so far.
You again? What do you want?
That'd be a good upgrade, doggo.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
I sure did, love.
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well, thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her
There you
son
go.
Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Well, you may be quick to prejudge people, but at least you're open to new evidence, so I'll give you kudos for that, Giselle.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Aw.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Giselle, you're alright.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss
You've got your flaws, but you're good people. Alright, in we go.
Come now, Lottie. There is still
Oh.
much work to do.
Good evening,
Oh,
miss.
stepped on you.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Do you need my medical attention, Miss Paxton?
I'm fine, Dr. Reid. Keep your medicine for those who need it.
Sure you don't want to play doctor, miss?
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reid.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Oh, alright.
I'm looking for Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Thank you, love. I'll let you get back to
This Seymour worries me. Perhaps Sean
cleaning the
knows
floor, I
something about
guess, without a bucket. Just dry scrubbing. Oh, newspaper flipping about the bomb. Okay. Well, we know about that. Ah, ooh, burnt letter. Paxton, which one? Blah, 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 blah. Oh shit. Wet boot boys are threatening the freaking asylum over here. Fuck those people. Just you guys wait. As soon as I get my mesmerize level up high enough, you guys are food. Threatening a homeless shelter. Motherfuckers. Talking about Dyson. We know stuff about him already though. Guess he used to be a patient here. And he was the most frustrating person they ever had to deal with.
Why the long face, Doctor?
There you are.
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me to become a skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
With a long face, Doctor, I'm a horse.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
True.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith, my will is far stronger than his.
I don't like this weird, coy body language I'm getting off of him right now.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
True.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
I mean, he's right. The sacrament is basically cannibalism.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
Well, I want to know.
But you were close to her.
Of course, but she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
Including the bubonic plague, tsetse flies, cancer.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers.
Ah.
The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Alright, doggo. What kind of odds are we taking on the fact that he's just sent me into a trap? Or it is something else that's been doing all these murders and he's sending us to see that. Which one do you think it is? I'm kind of 50-50 split on this. I think this could go either way. Nice hollow loot right there. What's down here? Bottle of alcohol and 3 shillings. Alright. Oh, and 3 bullets. Okay. We wrote a prayer. Alright, Lottie.
I know glad
How?
to see you again, Mr. Reid.
I bet you are, love.
Is it not?
As long as...
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims. her laziness and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Oof.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reid.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Lottie,
Good point there.
tell me about the Wet Boot Boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
It's true.
I understand your fight, but the gangs are no joke. Are you sure you're safe?
I can defend myself. My only concern is about Giselle. I'm not sure my sister is able to fight anymore.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
People are still working at this. Before bed.
Go, Giselle. There you are. Who's that guy? Oh, Ichabod showed up here.
You again? What do you want?
Giselle, I know you sleep at Sean Hampton's shelter. What can you tell me about him?
He provided a roof for me and my sister. I am grateful, of course, but he gives me the creeps.
Why is that?
He's always sad, like he's about to cry. He's always asking us to get closer to God, to give ourselves to the Lord. Creepy.
Yeah, we start creepy like that.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
That's a shitty attitude.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Never refuse to apologize. As an outright, policy.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reid.
Yeah, the fact that
Goodbye.
you're here, that's suspicious. Alright. Let's get into this sewer. Help that guy. Maybe this will help lead us to that necklace eventually, too. Maybe.
There's one of them! Watch yourself! I order you! It's done for him! We cannot be defeated! Murderous bastard!
Cannot be defeated. Is immediately defeated. Wow. Alright, so we gotta be on the lookout for that guy who's in distress in here. And of course, whatever sort of lit we can find.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Okay. Whatever that is. Wait, that was money, wasn't it? Money! Trying to open that thing, maybe? I don't even know. I've got controls I can mess with, but I don't know why. Just poke around a bit, I guess.
There must be a way to control the water level in this reservoir. I need to find the wheel.
Yeah, okay, I thought that was why. Alright.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Apparently. Oh, those barrels are mucking things up. Okay. Fix that.
That gate should shut properly now.
Go. Now maybe I mess with the other one. Rain. Thank you. Yeah, that wasn't quite what I thought it was going to do, but I think that's still useful. Yeah, because I didn't need to mess with that water level, just this one. Okay. Somebody's stalking me. I don't like it. Oh, it's a biggin. Oh, see, is that the guy from earlier? Yeah, that's him.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity. You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Doesn't make any sense. Why are we fighting?
You should snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn.
You know what? let's not do the entire fight right now. Let's just save this one.